Hey, good morning, everyone. It is Sunday bright and early here on the West Coast at 8:30, and let's say what 7:30 in Alaska and 11:30 out to the east. I hope that you are doing well and everyone is hopefully having a great morning. I know it is cold all across the country, and it was actually warmer in Antarctica. Just setting everything up with my camera here. Hopefully, you can kind of see. If you're wondering what that is, I'm slowly moving my finger. There you go, right there. Those are all of my lanyards from my different trips. And I have a really cool one from Antarctica that I'm going to put up there with a penguin. That is a really fun lanyard. Anyway, I hope that you are doing so well. It is rainy here in Las Vegas. It feels good, though, actually, to have rain in the desert. And if you live in the desert, or you visit the desert, you know that having rain here is kind of a treat. And it just makes, even in the winter and summer, it just makes the air smell different. Anyway, it's really good. So let me say hi to so many of you who are watching. Kathy, I know it is cold there in New York. Hi to you, Dee Dee, Martha, Gail, Annie, Rob, June, Marge, Annette, Ruth. Oh, I love it. Tina, hi, Gary, Susan, Rob, Bunny. Oh my gosh, so many of you. Hi, Sandy, Ann, Jackie, Morris, Marianne. Oh, I hope you're doing really well. I hope that all of you are doing well. It is a cozy Sunday morning here. I actually just got back from Seattle last night, so it feels good to actually be in the office. Got to go to the grocery store. I'm going to see my niece and nephew today. Drop off some gifts that I have from them from Antarctica. Got a couple of penguins on board. No, not real ones, obviously, but the stuffed penguins on board. That was great. Anyway, it was just, I can't even tell you how obsessed I am with Antarctica right now. And for those of you who are watching, who were on with me in Antarctica, I hope that you are enjoying all of the memories that we made together. I put together a quick little video that I want you to see. This is just like literally a little glimpse of what we got to see in Antarctica. And I hope that you enjoy the scenery as much as we did there in person. So take a look at our Atlas trip. Again, this was on Atlas Ocean Voyages on the World Voyager through Antarctica just a couple of weeks ago. And there is our group, -2, but that was our group. We all had our matching jackets on from Atlas Ocean Voyages. And I'll tell you what, those jackets were so nice and so warm that I know many of you who are watching, who are with us, might be wearing those jackets there in the cold that you are experiencing, much colder than Antarctica, in fact. But yeah, we had a fantastic, fantastic voyage. That was actually stepping foot on Antarctica, and we got to do that a few times. And I will tell you, having now been to all 7 continents and walking on the 7th continent was something that I have never thought that it would be possible, but it certainly was. And we had such an incredible time. You saw the penguins in the video there. We all just watched those penguins, and they are not afraid of us. I mean, they were just kind of hopping all around. We had a certain rule that we had to keep. We had to keep a certain distance away from the penguins. And if they saw them coming up, the penguins have right away. And they have penguin highways that they build. And we had mandatory classes that we had to go through. And that is what you're going to find on all of the expedition cruises that go down to Antarctica. Not necessarily the big ships, because you don't actually step foot on Antarctica. And there is a difference. I mean, yes, it is amazing to just kind of drive by and sail by and see it in person, but it's a whole nother experience when you actually walk on the continent itself, because it's truly like a place that you have never, ever been, ever, in the sense that there's no one there. I mean, there is no one. No one lives down there. There's a few science centers here and there, but when it comes to life, there's no life other than penguins and seals and orcas and whales. And I mean, you literally have the most pristine place. And when you get out in the zodiac and you hear the quiet of Antarctica, it's just something that I can't even put into words. So all of the smiling faces there. It was so incredible traveling with all of you. And I really do hope that I get to see all of you again. I know many of you will be on some future trips, and I can't wait to experience another continent with all of you as well. So I want to just take a look at some of the comments that are coming through. Sorry, it's early. It's a Sunday morning. Kathy's saying the World Voyager kind of resembles an older HAL ship. In a way, yeah. I will tell you that those ships are perfect for Antarctica in the sense that they are about 10,000 tons. So they are very, very small. But it never felt small in the sense that it had great opportunities to see so much and to actually kind of get a grasp of everything that was on for our Antarctica trip. I want to show you another picture, and this was our group, and this is everyone here in the group now, and including a few others. So Atlas World Voyages, who I cannot recommend enough, and I'm going to show you a few trips that we're planning in 2025 with Atlas. This is called the Dome, and this is on deck 7. And if you notice there at the top of your screen, you see kind of a dome window. So the Dome is kind of a crow's nest, if you will, kind of a all window top deck forward lounge. And they have a dome on board, so you could see everything that's kind of when you're going through the fjords and when you're going through this incredible area called the Lemire Channel, which many ships don't even get into. And we were the first of the season that could actually get through the Lemire Channel in Antarctica. It's a great place to see because you can kind of have like a moon roof, if you will, a dome. So to the left of your screen was our captain. And that was our captain. And then we had Thomas, who's our hotel director there, and the gentleman to the right. And then we had Marla, who is to the left of me. And Marla was our cruise director. And Marla, fantastic. She was a blast. And then you had Daniel, who was all the way over to the right. And he was our maitre d'. So they all threw a special cocktail party for us and all kind of got to hang around us there on the last evening. We had a great farewell. And it was a sad one because we all didn't want to leave and we wanted to explore Antarctica even more. But after a couple of days of the Drake, the Drake passage was a little tough for some of us. But I'll tell you what, no matter what, even if you, I mean, it wasn't horrible. I won't say that, but I won't say it was a blast. I will say that we had a moderate Drake. Let's put it that way. But it was worth every motion of the ocean to go and see Antarctica, to actually step foot on Antarctica. That was the most incredible, incredible, incredible opportunity. And doing the Drake was well worth it. So, again, that's another group shot of us there on board Atlas Ocean Voyages World Voyager. So we really did. We had a great time. All right, so let's go ahead and look at some of your other. Let's see. Yes, Andrea ever so eloquently got knocked out of her chair in the dining room because it was a little rough. It was a little rough. I wasn't going to say anything, but Andrea, hey, you did, and it was good. Dee Dee says, I didn't see your tent, and you are absolutely right. I did not camp on Antarctica, but we did have two campers in the group, and they were Dave and Jeff, and they had a wonderful time, and I am glad that they did it. I was saving all my energy for the polar plunge that didn't actually happen. So we were, of course, the only cruise in the season who did not get to do the polar plunge. And that was kind of sad because we really, really amped ourselves up for the polar plunge. I mean, we really did. We were encouraging us all. We were doing it. We were all patting each other on the back. And it was our last day before we went back into the Drake, heading back to South America. And what happened? We get all of our bathing suits, our robes. We all report to the Atlas Lounge. And we look over and they're setting everything up. And then all of a sudden, this huge thing of wind comes in and ice starts to come through. And they were like, this is not going to be good. And they made an announcement. Then they tried to find another spot for us. And then that didn't work. So we didn't get to do the polar plunge. But I thought to myself, well, we need to go back to Antarctica so I can do a polar plunge. And maybe some of the others might do the polar plunge as well. So nothing is definitive yet. So on some of these trips that I'm talking about, I don't have an official space yet. I'm just kind of getting an interest of what you might be interested in. And I want to throw a few things out there this morning. So if you see something that you might be interested in, this does not mean by any stretch of the imagination that you are locked in, that you are committing 100%, none of that. But if you can send me an email, if you want to be on the list of people when I finalize everything, to kind of get first dibs on a list, and then you can look at pricing, and then you can say, okay, well, I want to do this, or I don't want to do this. Then you can go ahead and let me know. But again, this is just a list that I'm going to put together that I will email you all. And I want to give everyone first priority who's really interested in some of these possibilities. So with that said, I want to show you, I will say this. I send out a survey out of on each cruise. And the survey talks about how you enjoyed yourself, what you want to see improve, and different questions like that. One of the questions that was on the Antarctica survey was, did you feel that you had enough time in Antarctica, or did you want to see more? 90% of the group said they wanted to see more of Antarctica, that they didn't feel that the 9 nights on board. Now, keep in mind, 2 going, 2 coming back are just through the Drake Passage. So we had 4 days of exploring Antarctica. You have to be have the perfect pristine conditions. And yes, while our weather was great some of the time, it wasn't some of the time. And we went through a blizzard and had snow that was piling up on the deck outside. So that was very fun. I've never been on a ship before that actually had snow on the cruise ship. That, I mean, it was like we could have, they had icicles coming down. I mean, it was bonkers. Anyway, so what I thought was I'm going to look at a Antarctica cruise for 2025, and we would have more time in Antarctica. Say, for example, an 11-night cruise instead of a 9-night cruise, because it gives us 2 extra nights in Antarctica and the opportunity to explore the Shetland Islands. So I am looking at this one. Again, there's no specific date. It would be earlier in January like we did this year. But this is January 2025. And basically, we would fly into Buenos Aires. We have a charter plane that takes us to Ushuaia. We then cross the Drake Passage. But again, keep in mind that this cruise here, this is January of 2025, we would actually cross the Antarctic Channel. We didn't get to cross the Antarctic Circle. I apologize, not the channel, but the Antarctic Circle. And this one would cross the Antarctic Circle. We highlighted in the dash there that what you would see of Antarctica, and then we would go to the South Shetland Islands for a couple of days and then make our way back to Ushuaia. So this is just an opportunity to see how many of you might be interested in seeing Antarctica. And if you missed out this year, then you want to take advantage next year of the possibility of adding this to the mix. Again, it was a fantastic voyage on Atlas Ocean Voyages, who I cannot recommend enough, and we'll be partnering along with them as well on future trips that I do want to go into. So again, this is not going to be a definitive. If you are interested in Antarctica for 2025, please let me know, because I would love to add you to the list and then be able to decide if we can go ahead and possibly look into that. So once again, incredible, incredible, incredible opportunity in 2025 and possibly 2026 too that we're looking at. But for right now, 2025 is what we're looking at. If we have enough people for 26, we'll make that work as well. But again, that is in Antarctica. All right, another Atlas Ocean Voyages trip that I am looking at, and this is a twofer. So this is going to be combining, and this is, again, in 2025, nothing definitive. So if you are interested, please, I will add you to the list, and I would love that you would come with our incredible group, and I can answer all of your questions here. But this one would start at the end of April. So this is one is going to be an ocean voyage, and the second is going to be a river voyage. So this is going to be on Atlas Ocean Voyages for the first part, which is going to be a cruise, and then on AMA Waterways, which is going to be a river in Portugal, the Douro River. So let's go ahead and look at the ocean voyage first. And this would be in April of 2025. And this you would leave out of Las Palmas, which is in the Canaries. And then you would visit several places in Morocco. So you see there that you would be visiting 4 different spots in Morocco. Then you would go through the Strait of Gibraltar. You would then visit Seville. So you would actually cruise up the river to Seville. So this is not something that you would have to commute, say, from Valencia into Seville or any kind of different way of getting. You would actually go through a river to get into Seville, and it is an overnight in Seville. And then you would wrap things up in Lisbon. So again, this is going from Las Palmas to Lisbon, and this is April of 2025. This is a 12-night Western Europe and Morocco cruise. And then we would pair it up with a Douro River cruise in Portugal. So what we would do is we would all spend the night in Lisbon, and then we would continue on from Porto in through the Douro River, and you would visit all of the places that you see here. And this would be in May of 2025, a 7-night Douro River cruise. So if you would want to do both, again, you would do this one, which would be Las Palmas up to Lisbon, through Morocco, overnight in Seville, April of 2025, and then tag it along with the AMA Waterways. And that AMA Waterways cruise is through the Douro River. So once again, this is May of 2025. And if we have enough for a group, I would be happy to put this together. But if you're interested, please go ahead and send me an email. Again, if you're watching this live, good morning to you. If you're watching this on a little tape delay, that's okay. And that would be something that you could be added to the list. So once again, I will send out a list, a priority email to those who send me on a list, and then go ahead and make that public. So once again, that is May of 2025. Okay, later in 2025 is something that I just kind of flashed just before you, and this is the Arctic. So this is going to take place. It says April 2025, but that is incorrect. So ignore that it says April 2025 there. We're looking at this one likely in August or September. I was going to do this in July, and you might remember that I have a Holland America cruise in July to this spot into this area. So this would likely be in August or September. Now, what's the difference between this cruise and the Holland America cruise that we have is the fact that this is an expedition. So what you would do is we would go up to Svalbard, and you see there Longyearbyen, and basically what it is going to be captain's choice, meaning that you would sail on Zodiacs to see the polar bears, the walruses, the animals that are native to the Arctic, and you would have an expedition-like experience. So not really an expedition-like, it is an expedition experience. So you would visit for 3 full days Longyearbyen, and then you would be able to see Svalbard. You would cross the Greenland Sea, and then do you see where it's dotted line? That's all places that you would actually get off on a Zodiac and do landings and cruising through rural areas of the Arctic. Rather than if you would be on a large ship, like the Holland America ship, you wouldn't necessarily be able to do all of the little nook and crannies that you see there. I am not even almost going to pronounce this name of the town that's smack dab in the middle of your screen, but we would actually stop there and then end in Reykjavik. And when you end in Reykjavik, then we will go ahead and spend a couple of nights all together in Reykjavik, exclusive to Sail with Seth, and then you can go ahead and fly home from there. And what makes Reykjavik so great is because Icelandair travels to so many different cities in the United States, and it is pretty inexpensive flying Icelandair when you do make that trek back. So again, this is the Arctic, and if you are interested in the Arctic expedition style, this would be later in 2025, even though you see it to your left-hand side of the screen. That's some Sunday morning proofreading on my end, but April 2025 does not exist. So once again, scratch that off the list, but it would be in the fall of 2025. Again, this is from Oslo. We would take a charter flight up to Svalbard, and then we would get on a Zodiac experience throughout Svalbard, see the walrus, see the polar bears, all of that, make our way to the towns that you see there to the north and over to Greenland, and then we end in Reykjavik. So it is a really cool itinerary here that we have for Iceland. All right. Let's see here. What are some of the... Want to say good morning. All of the comments continue to come through. If I missed one of your names, I apologize. I am going to go through here and say good morning to so many of you. All right. So they continue to just fly through the comments. So thank you so much. Scott is saying this is a good one. Iceland and Greenland are a must for those wishing to see magnificent views. My favorite cruise destination of all time. That's a good one. Thank you, Scott. And I will say this, that Antarctica is probably the most incredible place I've ever cruised through. And it has to be one of the most incredible places on the planet. I mean, absolutely unbelievable. So if you have any desire to step foot on Antarctica, I really would love that for you. And once again, you can go ahead and send me an email if you are interested to be added to the list for 2025. And again, that is this trip here. That is going to be the 11-night Antarctica trip. Again, this is going to go into the Arctic Circle. We did not get to go to the Antarctic Circle, but this one for next year does. And the reason we did not go is because ours was a 9-night cruise, and we're looking at 11-night cruises for next year because a wide majority of you really wanted to see more of Antarctica. So if you are interested in adding yourself to the list, and I see my emails kind of lighting up, so I appreciate all of the fun feedback and the lists that I am about to make. So once again, if you are interested in that, that would be great. And don't forget to be added to the list too if you are interested in the Western Europe Mediterranean, from Las Palmas up to Lisbon. This is in 2025. And then the Douro River, which is going to be also in 2025. So end of April into May for 2025. And that'll be on Atlas Ocean Voyages. Once again, that is the 12-night Western Europe Mediterranean. And then also the Portugal, which would be your 7-night Douro River cruise on board AMA Waterways. So I hope that everyone, let me know what's going on in your mind. What's happening? What do you want to chat about? Let me know. I would absolutely love to chat and hear what's on your mind here early on this Sunday. We've got about 55 of you watching live, and I know many of you will be watching via tape come later on. But I do want to at least hear from you. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to see? What do you want to do with Sail with Seth? Also, this is something that I want to throw out there. And if you are interested in joining a focus group, now this is something that I want to start. And a focus group is basically some people who I can rely on in getting some opinions and getting some ideas. And, you know, it's something that I want to rely on getting some fresh outtakes on people and saying, Seth, this can be done, or Seth, this can't be done. So if you're interested in doing that, please send me an email at sailwithseth@gmail.com. Let me know that you are interested in joining my focus group. There's nothing really there's no commitment or anything. And you know, as I travel a lot, so it won't be a lot, but you know, if we could all kind of get together on a Zoom and I could throw some things out there and some ideas, I would love to get that from you and add you to the list. So once again, if you want to be a part of a focus group of Sail with Seth, I would love you to do that. So please go ahead and send me just your name and an email, and I could go ahead and add you to the list. Something that I am looking for is just some opinions, some ideas on what you want to see and what you want to do. I know I am going to be launching my YouTube channel. For those of you that might be watching on YouTube, hello. This is something that is going to be new, kind of Sail with Seth TV. And I want to take my television skills and kind of put them to good use on YouTube, because when I look at YouTube channels, I'm like, oh, man. Well, I know that I can do a decent job, at least doing that and kind of working some YouTube angles. So if you are on YouTube, again, it's very, very fresh. You can go on Sail with Seth and like that channel. And then you will be seeing more of my content there as we continue to post things. Again, it's a slow process, but it's something that I am eager to do and eager to launch. So I absolutely want you to kind of join that community. So once again, that is going to be on YouTube. And if you are there already, thank you. If not, go to Sail with Seth on YouTube and just go ahead and hit like and subscribe. And then you will hear and see the latest videos from me. If you are interested in any of the trips that I chatted about, again, it would be great to hear from you. So that would be nice. I am looking at some of your comments that says, Wendy, anything going to Ireland? We do have a trip going to Ireland this year, and that is going to be on Holland America on the British Isles cruise. Still have space on that. Although that space is kind of really weaning down a bit. So if you are interested in if you are interested in Ireland, now I'm back on track. If you are interested in Ireland, that trip does go to Ireland. So Wendy, if you want to take a look at sailwithseth.com/cruises, there, click on Norway and British Isles, and you will see that we will be stopping in Ireland. Woo, that was a long-winded answer. All right. Donna saying, any South America cruise that includes Rio, Iguazu Falls, Buenos Aires, and Patagonia for a glacier. As of right now, no, but that is something that is going to be possibly on the list. Ruth is saying, Seth, will you be going back to the Caribbean? And that is something that I wanted to share with you. So I want to, and I should have done this earlier. I just wanted to get this itinerary up here, and let me see if, and I'm actually making a graphic as we're chatting. So kind of doing two things at once. But this is something for 2026 that I wanted to throw out there. Now, my internet is running a little slow. Getting some maintenance done to the internet tomorrow morning, which is actually good because we're kind of getting a little bit of an upgrade here in the neighborhood. So that's always a good thing. But I wanted to share with you this incredible itinerary and just let me know if this would be something that, now this is for early 2026. This is kind of a big commitment of an itinerary. But I wanted to show you, first of all, you have to kind of, again, be a little committed here with this itinerary. And this is going ever so slow. And but the anticipation is good. Okay. The anticipation is good here, is good. All right. So let's go ahead and look at, this is called Real. This is real TV, friends. This is real TV. Okay. So this is going to, it's called the Ultimate Caribbean Cruise. And before I actually put it out there, I wanted you to kind of get an idea. It is a long cruise, but it is a ultimate. If you ever wanted to do the Caribbean, this is again in 2026. So this is something that, okay, we're just going to go ahead and do this. Do you see how I am doing this for you all, friends? And I am putting together, let's see how fast I can make this graphic. Okay, friends, let's see how fast I can do this graphic. All right. Okay, so here we go. Okay, let's see. I'm one of those people who actually like still talk when they do their, okay. All right. You're like, wait, I want to see how many people are still with me. Oh my gosh, 59 of you. I love you all. Thank you. Okay. So here we go. Okay. As you're like, wait, what is this? What is going on? What is happening? What is going on? Okay. So let's do this. Let's do that. And this is page 9. Okay, you're all like, this better be good. This better be good. So this is just something that I thought, well, let's go ahead and just see what your interest would be. I mean, this is a lot of Caribbean. Okay. And it would be a 55-night cruise. Not kidding. Not kidding. And if Diana is still here, you know exactly which one I'm talking about. So feel free to chime in. All right, ready? Go. This is called the Grand Caribbean, and this is a 55-night cruise. Again, this is 2016. This is 2026. Where am I this morning? 2026. Okay. 2026. 55 nights. And you literally sail from St. Martin to St. Martin. And it is every single Caribbean place that is possible to go to. Okay? So, look at this. And again, if you're interested, great, send me an email. If you want to be added to the list, great, send me an email. But this is on WinStar, and this is called the Star. This is on a sailing ship, the biggest sailing ship that they have, called Windsurf. Okay, so this is on Windsurf, and this is called the Grand Caribbean Adventure. This is January 4th, 2026 to February 28th, 2026. Okay, 55 days. Now, you leave out of St. Martin, and you continue on for all of these small, tiny places. You overnight in Joost Van Dyke. You continue on through so many of the different places that you see here. I mean, this is the ultimate. We visit Cartagena. You go to Cologne. You have a partial transit through the Panama Canal. Roatan, Belize City, Costa Maya, Cozumel, Grand Cayman, Cayman Brac. I mean, places that you would never go to. And then you finally wrap it up in St. Martin. So once again, if you are interested in this, this is just an idea to see how many people would be interested in something like this. And this is a 55 night cruise and free laundry and a $400 per person shore excursion bonus credit. So it really is a pretty amazing trip. Again, this is for 2026. If you are interested in this, please go ahead and just send me an email saying, hey, this is something that I might want to look at. But if you want to vacation in the Caribbean in all of January and all of February, again, for 2026, let me know, and you could be added to the list. Again, 2026 is when we are looking at the possibility of 55 nights on board WinStar. And look at this. Andrea saying, will there be snorkeling? Where will there not be snorkeling, Andrea? And Dee Dee saying, I'm hearing a lot of okays. Maybe from you and all the girls, Dee Dee. Ruth, I am there. Doesn't this sound amazing? Yeah. There are so many different things that you can be a part of here on this cruise. And on this cruise in itself, again, for 2026, there are going to be a lot of surprises on board, a lot, because they are going to, I mean, this is like a grand sailing. So this is pretty cool. Marianne is saying might be possible to do a part of this and not the whole thing. Certainly a possibility. I can look into that. But if you do the whole thing, you do get to enjoy a lot of the benefits. Again, this is for 2026. So any other questions on this one? Because we have someone from WinStar watching right now. So they could be able to answer all of our questions, or at least most of them. All right. So that is a little bit of just what I am working on. Also want to let you know, had a great feedback on AMA Magna on the Danube for August 16th to the 28th of 2024. And many of you who are going to be on with me from Norway and British Isles are now going to take place and enjoy this. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a great time on the Danube, my favorite river. And this is going to be the ship that if you ever want to try a river cruise, this is the river cruise ship to try. It's the AMA Magna, and the AMA Magna is by far an incredible way to see the Danube and experience the Danube and on the biggest ship, river ship that there is in Europe, let alone on the Danube. So Magna on the Danube, again, August 16th to 28th. I only have about 2 to 3 cabins left on that. So if you are interested, please go ahead and send me an email. I'll send you out an e-brochure on that. All right. Morris is saying looking forward to it. And we're looking forward to having you as a part of the group on AMA Magna there, Morris. All right, friends. So what else? What else do you want to chat about here this morning? What else is on your mind? Wait for a few more comments to come through. Otherwise, we're going to wrap it up here. What do I have to do today? Well, funny you should ask. I am going to go to the grocery store. Big, huge fun doing that. That is a must, like right now, going right after this. And then I have about this much mail to go through. So I have that. I've got my niece and nephew who I cannot wait to see. And they are going to be, I can't wait to see them and give them their little stuffed penguins and all of that kind of good thing. Gail and Gail's asking about Australia and New Zealand. Yes, please. We do have Australia and New Zealand, and that is going to take place as well. Tina is saying Africa. I do want to do Africa. I know many of you want to do Africa as well. If you're still interested in an Africa trip, please send me an email. You know what? No matter what you're interested in, please send me an email because I do want to know what is on your mind. Yes, I do want to do Africa. I've got to figure out a way to do it, and I want to get your ideas. So there'll be kind of an Africa Zoom meeting one day when we kind of put it all together. So if you're still interested, Tina, let me know for sure. Bonnie, hi, wondering about hotels for before in Norway, British Isles. So I am working with a tour company and with a hotel, probably the SS Rotterdam, and I do have that set up. There will be a Zoom meeting for Norway and British Isles, not next week, but the following week. So look for an email, Bonnie, on that. So if you are on that Norway, British Isles cruise, you will be asked to come to a Zoom meeting. And that is going to be not next week, but the following week. Not the next week, but the following week. Yeah, so that is... Wayne is saying, did your ship make it home safely from Gale 2025? Yes, that is when we are going. Wayne saying, did your ship make it home safe from Antarctica? So my ship was kind of a ship model. I want to show you the ship model. I got to go get it because it is one of the coolest ship models that I have ever seen before. And the way that they actually do their ship models, I got to go get that for you. So while I go get that ship model and show you, if you are just tuning in, I just kind of want to show you a little bit about our Antarctica trip again. I'm going to play this video. I played it earlier in this broadcast, but I'm going to play it again because I know many of you might have not seen it. And if you did see it, well, it's worth watching it again. Quick little glimpse of what we saw in Antarctica. And then I will go get my ship model because I want to show you how spectacular Atlas Ocean Voyages does their ship model. So stay tuned for that, but take a quick look about our Antarctica trip. Take a look. Okay, so that was a quick little look at what we experienced in Antarctica. It was a lot of fun. So if you watch that twice, I hope you enjoy it a lot. And it really was such a great cruise. And if you are interested, once again, in our 2025 option of going to Antarctica, that is going to be an 11-night cruise. We're going to go south of the Antarctic Circle, and you will also see the South Shetland Islands. So once again, that is for 2025. That's an 11-night. And if you want to sign up for that, or when I get more information on it, I can certainly let you know. If you are interested, please go ahead and send me an email. All right, so take a look at the penguin. Stop, right? So this is for my niece. It's guaranteed she's not watching, but look how cute. They have an Atlas hat and a little Atlas backpack. So she's going to love this. Okay, so there's that. Then I want to show you this. So I haven't even unboxed it yet. So this is the ship that now you can't tell this. So this is World Voyager, right? It is, my coffee weighs more than this. So you're used to seeing the ship models here, right? And they're heavy. This weighs not even a pound. Okay. So this, do you see this? It's handmade in Portugal with recycled materials. So this used to be like water bottles and stuff. So they use, and what I think is so incredible about Atlas Ocean Voyages is that they recycle to the upteenth. They do everything for the environment. They do all of this stuff. You've got to watch all of these videos and you go through all of this different things. So this is here, okay? Okay. I literally haven't even unboxed this. So, okay. All right. So this is the ship model. It is literally, can you hear that? Like it is so light. So it is all recycled. Everything is recycled on here. So isn't that cool? And it is so neat how they do this. I've never seen this done before. So that is really, really cool. It is literally not even a pound. It's got to be 12. A can of Coke is 12 ounces. It doesn't even weigh as much as a can of Coke. And it's all, look at the detail. Isn't that great? It is a beautiful, beautiful ship model. And so to kind of explain a little bit about the ship, these are balconies. They're all balcony ships. So you have ocean view rooms that are down here. And then you have infinity balcony rooms that are here. And then you have balcony rooms that are all here. I would have to say that when I do this trip again, I would probably do the infinity rooms back here because I really love the window rooms and the windows that you can actually come down and up, and the windows go up and down with the push of the button, and your balcony is a part of your room. I would do this. Now, there are some people who loved having the actual walk-out balcony, which was great, but I really did not use the walk-out balcony as much as I thought I would have used it. So I would absolutely see and do something like that right here. But anyway, I love, 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 love this ship model. Dee Dee says, I don't see a lot of lifeboats. And you know why? There's only one, two, because there's only about 150 people who go on this cruise ship. So that is what's so cool about this cruise line. And they are wonderful to work with. They really are. They're fantastic. I really can't say enough good things about them. So once again, these are Atlas Ocean Voyages. They're going to come out with 2 new ships. They have 3 ships. We just went on their newest one that was named in November, but they have 2 more coming out, which is really cool. But yeah, take a look. So I'm going to add this to the mix of things. I really, really like that. All right. So any other questions? Anything else you've got for me this morning, my friends? It is about 9:30. So we've almost been here an hour. If you if you have any questions on anything, if you want to be added to a list, if you want to be in my focus group, if you want to be just in general, just be in touch with me. I really want, and so many of you want me to succeed, and I really can't thank you enough for all the referrals and all of the extras that you do for me, and the friendships, and that is huge. So thank you, thank you, thank you for all of that. I cannot wait getting ready for my trip in February. For those that are on my Mardi Gras cruise, we have a Zoom call tomorrow afternoon, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern time. So if you have not received the invite on that, please go ahead and send me an email. But that is for our Mardi Gras cruise. More information on the parties that we're going to be going to the parades that we're going to be going to the fun that we're going to be having on board. That is going to be a great cruise, and I will have information on that. For those of you who are joining me for Tahiti, we are going to have a Zoom call on that on Tuesday, and then we have a Zoom call on Wednesday. It's a big week, friends, and if you're traveling with me in Asia on Wednesday, you will have a Zoom call on Wednesday. So there is a lot to chat about. I do have some room left for Asia Cruise. If you're interested in that, if you have some last minute time and you want to join for the Asia Cruise, I do have some really, really, really good rates there, last minute deals. So if you're interested and you have 30 days to go ahead and see if it is a possibility, please go ahead and send me an email, sailwithseth@gmail.com. Let me know, and happy to get you pricing on the Asia Cruise for some last minute rates. Let's see what else. I think that's it, my friends. I think that should do it. So if you sent me an email and you need my specific responses to an email, please go ahead and either resend it to me or wait for me to get through my emails so I can get back to you. I know that I am working on some older emails that you sent maybe when I was in Antarctica. So I appreciate your patience in that. If you haven't heard back from me, just nudge me and send me another reminder, and I can go ahead and get back with you there. In the meantime, have a great rest of your week, my friends. It is a fresh start. I hope no matter what you've got planned this week is a good one. I know I'll be seeing so many of you, whether you are on the Mardi Gras chat for tomorrow, the Tahiti chat on Tuesday, or the Asia chat on Wednesday, Norway next week, or the following week after that. I really appreciate everything. So have a great day. Enjoy. Take care. And we'll be in touch, okay? Bye, my friends. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye for now.